let's start learning about the moon. So, we've already learned about the solar system and the sun, and now it's time to focus on the moon. So, you see the picture below, there's all the different phases of the moon. The phase of the moon that you see depends on the position of the moon, earth, and the sun. The same side of the moon always faces the earth because of how it rotates and revolves. So remember, the moon rotates just like the earth does around the sun. However, the same side of the moon always faces earth. So we always see the same side. We don't see the other side.
Let's learn about.
Here you can see we have the sun, the earth, and then we have the different phases of the moon. That's where the moon is when it's rotating around earth, just like earth rotates around the sun. So we have a new moon, which is barely visible, a waxing crescent moon, first quarter half moon, waxing gibbous moon, full moon, waning gibbous moon, third quarter half moon, and waning crescent moon. So when I was little, I always thought when you had a full moon, the next day it would be a new moon, because that's what made sense in my brain. Now that I've learned and I'm older, I know that the moon can't just disappear back to a new moon. The full moon can't do that. It has to gradually go back. So a full moon is halfway through our moon cycle. Moon phases explained. The waxing crescent, as the moon begins to wax, a crescent of light begins to show on the side. First quarter, as the moon continues to wax, you can see half of its lighted side. Waxing gibbous. The moon continues to wax. The shape of the moon we see is now called gibbous. Full moon. About 2 weeks after a new moon, the moon appears fully lighted. It has completed half of its path around the earth. Waning gibbous. The moon begins to wane. The gibbous shape is now on the left side of the moon. Third quarter. The moon has now traveled about 3/4 of its path around the earth. The lighted half you see is now on the side opposite of that of the first quarter. Waning crescent. The moon is now waning. Each night, the lighted portion grows smaller. A thin crescent is visible. And then the last one is new moon. It's when there's nothing really visible.
Moon phases explained.
So what I want you to do is we're going to create a diagram for each phase of the moon, but we're going to do that together. We're going to do that in a Google Meet, and that is going to be a grade. So you're going to have to start joining some of the Google Meets. Otherwise, I will upload a video to show you.
On this slide, you're going